these people thought they were always good or viable to have viable. Yet again, I've always been a person, I always thought I was a pretty girl to account for myself. People used to always try to, I've always been a person that people used to always, since childhood, try to cover it with my validity, where I was a well-minded person that always took account for her life, her place in that. They follow my life to this day in adulthood, clobbering with my instances where I'm not personal to them. A lot of them have a jealousy thing with me. They act like something else is valuable to life, where I'm a grown woman trying to have her own life with a guy that wants to spend life with her. If a guy, they claim that multiple guys don't have an interest in me, but that's fine. If they don't, I respect their opinions. But again, I'm still an adult woman trying to have her own life. Yet again, and these people act like it's viable that they're adding themselves onto that, where I don't share life with them, or even through the men that I cover with dating, where oftentimes they don't show signs of giving me their time. It's not because you just claim your little kind of whore is good to my life in any which way as a whore. That's not my issue. You had an issue with me for so long because you have a little ignorant pussy or whore that doesn't grasp your place in things as a little whore. And yet again, acts like that would be a viable thing as a whore, where I was never personal to you as a whore. I'm a grown woman with her own life, adult woman with her own life. It's not personal. It's not viable that you're acting personal to my life as a little whore, and yet again keep claiming that that would have been a viable thing as a whore. Where yet again, I'm a grown woman with her own life. I'm a grown woman that can make her own choices. And yet again, you're and always had, and yet again, you're standing at the end of my life claiming because you can have an opinion or whatever else that you're viable to my life in ways your pooch wasn't. I'm a grown woman that can formulate and make her own choices. Because you stand at the end of my life and call your little kind of whore viable to my life in any which way as a whore, that doesn't make it viable to whore. It's not because you keep claiming your little cut would define me as a whore. This is when you say something, it's not about how somebody just answers to that as a whore. Where you're adding yourself onto somebody's life outside your place as a whore. It's not about how I answer to your specific interest on my life outside your place as a whore. So your interest on what I am, it's not because you keep claiming my life has some other validity that you keep calling your cunt about. That's not my issue. Your little pussy doesn't like me as a whore because you have a lack of boundaried pussy or whore that yet again doesn't grasp your place in things as a lack of boundaried whore.